Welcome back to Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk. The date for the 30th annual World Crown 300 is coming up, and with that in mind, we wanted to talk with one of the former winners of the race about the importance of the event. We met up with 2000 World Crown winner Micky Cain at a test session with Spencer Davis at Anderson Motor Speedway. Okay, Micky, we're getting ready for the World Crown 300. You were the winner back in 2000, and yes, you did win another event as part of the Crown. We'll come back to that in a moment, but tell me, what made the Crown so important to you?
Well, I mean, you know, I was at the first one back in '83 when Trickle won it as a spectator. And, you know, I guess you could say it was a little boy's dream to be able one day to run with them guys and, you know, be associated with the names, you know, that's won that deal. I mean, Trickle's won it, Waldrop's won it, you know, Blues won it, Bickles won it, Quarries won it. Anybody that's anybody in short track late model racing won that thing. So it's, you know, it's the cat's meow as far as I'm concerned.
And when you won it, it didn't come easy. You had to come back from a couple of setbacks to win that race.
Yeah, we, you know, best I remember, I run over something on about lap 10, busted a right rear tire, got a lap down, and then we just stuck a tire on so we didn't get 2 laps down, and then I got penalized for changing that tire and lost another lap. So I had to make up 2 laps that day, basically under green. And because there wasn't no free pass or nothing back in them days, there wasn't no double file restarts, you know. I mean, you just had to drive your tail off and get it done. And, you know, we had a real good car, and we were fortunate enough to get it done. I mean, you know, at that particular moment in time, we pretty much had the dominant car around Peach State. And, you know, it showed that day. I had the driver for all she was worth.
Now, while the record shows you winning in 2000, you're actually a 2-time winner. You won one of the sport races leading up to one of the other crowns, right?
Yeah, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was 95. And they run us a 200-lap race, and they run all pro cars a 200-lap race. So, you know, the record book shows that I think it may have been Crawford won or somebody like that. But as far as I'm concerned, I got the trophy, the crown, and the cape sitting at the house. So I won that thing that year, too.
Now, you're not going to be back this year as a driver. You're going to be back this year as a crew chief for Spencer Davis. Tell us about what you're doing to get ready for that race.
Well, I mean, you know, we done a little car swapping around here a couple of weeks ago. Got us another car that's new to us. We're going to race it this coming weekend in North Carolina, and then we're going to, if everything goes good, we're going to head down to Gresham one day next week and try to get that car tuned up for there. And, you know, this ain't the first time I've been there as a crew chief. I was there 2 races with David Grogan as David's crew chief, and we run second both times in that deal. So, you know, it's that race is a lot of mind game, a lot of strategy, and a lot of taking care of your stuff. You know, 300 laps is, you know, you can't win. To win, you got to finish first. So, biggest thing is keep the fenders on, keep your nose clean, and, you know, be there, keep your stuff good.
That's a good point. We talked about that last week with Jimmy Garmin when we talked to him, that what a tough racetrack Gresham is now with the current layout. It's very unforgiving. It's kind of the Darlington of the short tracks, if you will. You have to race that racetrack as much as you race the competitors. How hard is it as a crew chief to keep your driver calmed down for the first 250 laps to get ready for that last 50-lap scramble?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we've been doing a lot of super late model racing this year with Spencer, and you know, it's his first full year in supers, and a lot of what we've been doing is 4-tire 125 lap races, where you have to really manage your tires, keep your tires up under you, sort of like what it'll be at Gresham, because, you know, like I say, if you know, you got 12 tires to choose from, but if you go through 12 tires in 200 laps, you're done. You know, you got to make sure you got something sitting there with about 50 to go to come in and be a hero.
Now, how much do you like the idea of going back to this old school format? 300 laps, straight up, live pit stops, 12 tires, really puts it back behind the steering wheel, doesn't it?
Well, to a degree it does. You know, it's got its pros and cons. It puts a little bit more, I guess you say, strategy into it. But on the other hand, also, it costs the teams just a little bit more money. I mean, you know, I don't care what you try to save us money. you know, we got live pit stops, so, you know, we're going to go hire the best people you can get out there to change tires. And anybody that comes in there with all 100% intention of winning that thing is going to go out and they're going to spend whatever it takes money-wise. So, you know, it's either here or there, I guess you'd say.
Now tell me, you guys are coming off a big win at Nashville. That's another big fast track. What kind of momentum does that give you as you get ready to come down the home stretch to the World Crown?
Oh, I mean, that, you know, as far as confidence, me and Scott both, and Alex Query, who's our co-crew chief on this deal, we all believe that confidence is 75-80% of the deal. Him being able to, you know, start 12th in Nashville and work his way up to the field and win that race up there on that big, fast 5/8 mile racetrack, that really puts a boost into Spencer's spirits as far as his confidence level. And I think it'll really show when we get to Gresham.
You guys are going to be running the pass race the night before here, is that correct?
Yeah, we'll run the pass super race here the night before and the pass pro race here the night before. And then we'll go on down to Gresham and run the 300 that next night.
All right, let's talk about the pros and cons of that, because you're going to come off of running a tight race, a lot of heat up here, and then you're going to go down and run 300 laps. How tough is it going to be to keep your focus when it comes to that?
Well, I mean, you know, I hate to sound like we beat him to death, but we've been working our way up to this deal all summer. I mean, we're coming up on July here in a couple of weeks, and we've already run 60 races. So, you know, for a 14-year-old kid that doesn't have 60, you know, anywhere from 75 to 100 lap races under their belt, 6 months into the season, you know, he's used to it. So I think that's going to give us an advantage as far as the driver being wore out. And they just something about that track. Spencer reminds me a lot of when I drove. The way he gets around that place is just, you know, there's only one or two more people that get around that place like Spencer does. So I ain't worried about that.
All right, well, look into your crystal ball. I know the top of your list is going to be Spencer, but other than Spencer, who do you see that's coming into that race out of the Southern Super Series and everybody else that's going to draw in for the $20,000 to win prize? Who do you see as being the man to beat?
Bubba. I mean, unless something, you know, Bubba's got his A game going right now. And, you know, we had the exact same equipment Bubba had. And we wanted to go a different route and see if we could get something a little different, because my mentality has always been, if you got the same thing everybody else has got, then all you can be is as good as they are. If you got something different, then there's a chance you can be better than they are. So, you know, I feel like Bubba's going to be tough. Hemrick, Daniel, he'll be tough. Augie, he'll be tough. You know, there's 8 or 9 that'll be there without a doubt that's got a legitimate shot to win that thing. So I think it'll be one you don't want to miss.
All right, Mickey, good luck to you and to Spencer at the World Crown. We'll see you down there.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
And don't forget, the 30th Annual World Crown 300 is coming up July 4th. For more information, visit racegmp.com. That's going to do it for us this week here on Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk. Next week, we'll have a look at asphalt action from Anderson Motor Speedway, and we'll bring you dirt track racing from Hartwell Speedway, along with racing results from around the region. Remember, for the latest racing news, you can visit our website at raceweekillustrated.com. You can follow us on Facebook, and you can follow us on Twitter, and if you want to contact us, shoot us an email. GarageTalk@raceweekillustrated.com is the address. Until next time, I'm Brandon Reed. This is Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk, and we'll see you at the races.